Hello everyone, it's Karen here. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share with you my understanding of what is TDEE, Total Daily Energy Expenditure, and how we can utilize it for better result. So what is total daily energy expenditure? It can be broken down into 4 parts. They are basal metabolic rate, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, the thermal effect of food, and exercise activity thermogenesis. Now let's look at each part one by one. Basal metabolic rate, also known as BMR, is accounted for around 70% of your TDEE. It is the energy you burn for your vital organs to function, such as heart, liver, brain, skin, muscle, and nervous system, all these vital organs. In other words, if you only lay on the bed and do nothing for the entire day, the amount of energy you burn will be your BMR. Non-exercise activity thermogenesis, also known as NEAT, N-E-A-T, is the energy you burn for you to do every activity except exercise. It takes up around 15% of your TDEE, the thermal effect of food, also known as TEF. It is the energy our body used to process food, digestion, absorption, and excretion. It accounts for around 10% of your TDEE. Exercise activity thermogenesis, also known as EAT. It takes around 5% of your TDEE. It is the energy our body needs to exercise. All the percentage here are generalized. It is different from person to person. Let's go to an online TDEE calculator. It is asking me for my gender, age, height, weight, body fat percentage, and activity level. Other than activity level, all the other data points are for them to calculate your basal metabolic rate. And the activity level is trying to guess your non-exercise and exercise activity thermogenesis. Now we know what TDEE is, it's easier for us to know how to increase our total daily energy expenditure. I'm keeping the BMR part for the last, since it's a little bit more complicated. So let's talk about non-exercise activity thermogenesis. This one is easy. Simply move more, like taking stairs instead of using elevator, that kind of movement. Then you can increase your NEAT. Fun fact, our brain actually requires lots of energy to function, especially when we are really using it. I found this article which is very interesting. A chess player can burn up to 6,000 calories a day while playing in a tournament. That's an extremely high NEAT. Then is the thermal effect of food. I'm just going to get straight into it. Eat more protein. Protein has a thermal effect of 30%, which means for every 100 calories you eat from protein, your body will need 30 calories to digest and absorb it. It also means it will take more time for our body to digest and absorb protein, so that's why protein is more satiating. As for carbs, the thermal effects is between 5% to 15%, depends on the fiber content of the food. So eat more fibrous food. Fats have the least thermal effect. It's around 0 to 5%. Other than the difference between macronutrients, different forms of the same food also have different thermal effect. You probably have heard people say, don't drink your calories. Yes, foods in liquid form are very easy to digest, so the thermal effect of liquid foods is lower than its solid counterpart. To sum it up, prioritize protein and fibrous carbs in solid form to get the most thermal effects of food, and to feel more satiated. Now is the exercise activity thermogenesis. We can simply dial up our workout intensity or increase the exercise time to make our EAT go higher. However, when it comes to exercise, just do things within your ability. Avoiding over-exercising is the key to long-term success. Finally, it's time to talk about how to increase our basal metabolic rate. Let's go to a TDEE calculator to see what can impact one's BMR. It's very clear that different age, weight, gender, and body fat percentage will have different BMR result. So the controllable variables here are the weight and the body fat percentage. These two variables actually indicate one thing. People with higher muscle mass will have higher BMR. Because muscle weight more than fat, more muscle means a lower body fat percentage, Therefore, the most straightforward way to increase one's BMR is to gain muscle. There are also other variables that will impact people's basal metabolic rate, such as sleep, hormones, and even past extreme weight loss experiences, etc. Just to name a few. Not enough sleep and too much unhealthy stress can have a negative impact on people's hormones. Hormone imbalance can lead to a much slower metabolism. That's why some women with PCOS gain lots of weight even though they don't eat much. As for why the past weight loss experience can also impact our BMR is because our body have learned how to efficiently utilize the energy when there's just a little energy available. In other words, an extreme past weight loss experience made the body adapt to a low energy situation. Even if the weight loss experiences are not extreme, but multiple weight loss attempts and constant low calorie intake can also lead to a slower BMR. In short, if you want to increase your basal metabolic rate, adding more muscle on your body, living a healthy lifestyle, and eating well are the best for you to do. Eating well means to eat foods that nourish your body. Don't overeat and don't undereat. In conclusion, we can do the following things to increase our TDEE. First, do proper exercises within one's ability. Second, incorporate weight training to increase the muscle mass. Third, move more during the day. Fourth, live a healthy lifestyle such as enough sleep and no unhealthy stress. Fifth, eat healthy. Prioritize protein and fibrous carb in solid form. Make good food choices, don't overeat and don't undereat. Looking at these 5 points, it's much easier said than done. But overall, for most of the people, if we can live a healthy lifestyle, be in a good mood for most of the time, and do some more weight training to gain more muscle, I believe we can all get a healthy amount of total daily energy expenditure. That's it for today's video. Hope it is helpful for you. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss my future video. I'll see you next time. Bye!